Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Gloomhaven Co-op. We are back, and we are starting the brand spanking new DLC, Jaws of the Lion, that just dropped recently. And we decided that we actually will start from the very beginning at level 1. And the reason why I recommended that we do that is because it's actually kind of spoilerish what happens to these 4 new characters as they level, or at least when they reach a specific level, is pretty spoilerish. And if we were to just drop them automatically into our main game, it would, because of our prosperity, would have automatically leveled them up to level 8. And honestly, I don't think that that's like the most fun way to play a class, is to just already be at level 8 without, going through the progression. So, that's what we're going to do. And for those of you who are not aware, the Jaws of the Lion is a separate campaign. The initial reason that they came out with this is it's because it's supposed to be an easier, more approachable version of Gloomhaven, because the original Gloomhaven, as many of us have said, has quite of a learning curve. It can be very complex and overwhelming, especially for players that are a little bit more casual. And so they actually tried to redesign a few things just to make it more easier as an introductory to Gloomhaven. So they do hold your hand a little bit in the board game, and I think if people are just want to get their feet wet into the world of Gloomhaven, Jaws of the Lion is probably the best way to go first, and then go and do the normal Gloomhaven or Frosthaven game. But we do have 4 brand new classes that you can start with in the game, which again can be used in Frosthaven or Gloomhaven, which is just really cool. And we all picked our own, so I will go ahead and read the Red Guard, which is my class, which I think he's got a really cool sickle and shield thing. So the Red Guard. There is a specific caste in the Valrath capital of Jinda, tasked with protecting the city. It is a prestigious position, and one not easily lived up to. Outcast from Jinda for unknown crimes, the Red Guard found it too difficult to part from their identity as a protector, keeping the distinctive red armor as well as their chained sickle and shield. The only place to find work was as a mercenary in Gloomhaven, and maybe, just maybe, by standing on the front lines and keeping their allies from harm, the Red Guard will find some way to redeem themselves. Not in the eyes of the Jinda culture, which has permanently turned its back, but at least within their own esteem. So it's got a decent health, 13 ability cards, which actually is a pretty good amount. Medium difficulty, he is a tank. Strengths, array of melee attacks plus some range because of his hook and sickle. Combination of shield and direct damage, dealing close up. Wide initiative range enables double turns. I'm not really sure what that means, but I think as I level him up, I'll know what that means, but it sounds cool. Weaknesses. Outside of damage, doesn't have many options. May struggle against single larger enemies, and then really, and I mean really, likes the color red. I named my character Red Scorpion just because he does have that cool sickle thing that does pull people, so I just want to be able to say, "Get over here," as I'm playing him, which is really neat.
So I picked the Hatchet, and the description says, while any normal Enochs may be valued in Gloomhaven for their brute strength and endurance with manual labor, if you want to be a successful mercenary in the city, sometimes a little more finesse is required. Hatchets have fully embraced life in the city, outfitting themselves in the latest fashions. It is all a bit of a front, though, as their true passion lies in their arsenal. No one is a better marksman with a throwing axe, and if anybody wants to challenge their claim, they had better be prepared to duel to the death. Strengths is great range damage, reasonable array of varied secondary abilities, and has a couple of favorite axes. Weaknesses: should try and keep out of the front lines. Needs to go pick up his axes up. Needs to pick up his axes after use, and hasn't been able to remove their hat since childhood.
Nice. I feel like the hat is a play on hat chit. I feel like if you haven't caught that hat chit, I feel like that's really cool. Yeah.
And my guy's name is Chuck because he likes to chuck.
Oh, he does look like a Chuck though. Yeah, I kind of describe him as sort of like a Thor because he's got the throwing axes and
Yeah,
it's like it's not
mine doesn't come back.
yours. He does have to pick it up, but he does have a favorite axe that does like a extra +3 damage each time or something ridiculous, which is so cool, especially in the earlier levels.
Yeah. So I picked the demolitionists. Even when augmenting themselves with machines of their own creation to destroy anything that stands in their path, Quattros will still do it with a charm and flair. Though they may be small, demolitionists don't let that hold them back in the least. Between their rocket boots, multitude of bombs, and giant piston fists, they are a force to be reckoned with. Sometimes the only path forward is the one they create themselves. In such cases, it's best to get out of their way. Strengths any direct damage abilities to smash through at a combat area. Weaknesses are small deck size, limited healing options, and their gloves aren't the most practical everyday attire. And I named him Oki Boomer.
Yeah. Speaking of attire, I love how your outfit is like it's like crazy colorful, and your symbol, your icon is a bomb with a heart on it. It's like
it's
like the companion heart instead of like the companion tube.
The void is a dangerous and terrible place. Anything that enters it dissolves into a coarse black sand without explanation or remorse. After a near-death experience with the void as a child, which scarred the left side of their body, the Void Warden made it their duty to protect others from a similar fate. Being touched by the void has left more than just physical scars, however. They can channel the power behind the void to manipulate the thoughts and actions of both allies and foes. The Void Warden can also offer powerful boons of healing and stamina, but those gifts come at a terrible price. Strengths. Large starting hand size, works better in larger parties, wide array of bottom half abilities. Weaknesses, generally slow character, reasonably squishy, complicated skincare routine.
Well, you're used to generally slow characters, starting with generally slow characters. But the thing that's really fun about the Void Warden is that I think, at least as of right now, she is the most powerful mind controller. So being able to control both the enemies and her allies to attack and stuff, which is very cool.
Yeah.
So I think the other thing that I wanted to mention is that we're planning, just for funsies, we're actually going to try to be a more evil aligned party. Evil. So let's go with our city encounter and see what we get. Oh, look at those cool looking new icons.
Wow.
Yeah.
Watch this be the one you've been waiting for.
Right. Well, that one only appears when you retire a Night Shroud, so it wouldn't be. Okay. We know this one. Who would like to read this?
I can go. After resting for the evening, you start your day noticing a great number of prominent commanding posters around the city. Reading one, you learn that the Sanctuary of the Great Oak is laying down the foundation for a new building on the east side of Gloomhaven. Everyone is encouraged to come and help. This could be an important community event. Do we go lay the foundation, or should we steal some valuables in the area while people are distracted?
I do like
Evil.
I do need some polish for my axes.
That's true. Evil. Take the opportunity to steal some valuables while people are distracted. Okay.
Woo! You head to the prosperous east side of town, not to lay down the foundation, but to steal some goods from the shopkeepers too silly to lock up their wares during the festivities. You make off with a good deal of money, and the distracted guards are none the wiser. 5 gold each.
Woot.
Each. That's all.
Crime does pay.
There we go.
Hey,
So, our first mission in the Jaws of the Lion is the roadside ambush. A local blacksmith's wife wants information on where he could be. Kill all enemies in all rooms. Seems straightforward.
oh,
Pretty straight.
how do we get information from their dead bodies? Oh, that's a new quest icon.
It
I
is.
like it.
Yeah, it shows you that it's a Gloomhaven mission, which is great. Or a Jaws of the Lion mission, excuse me. That's cool. All right, Northern Barracks. It's probably the same. Oh, we have an actual encounter. Okay, who wants to give this one?
I think it's my turn.
Okay.
You're walking along the river towards the barracks when a lurker, 6 feet tall, with terrifying snapping claws, bursts out of the water on the opposite bank. The citizenry flee and cover in a mad panic. Suddenly, a battle cry rings out, and you see a streak of shimmering purple drop from a nearby building, tucking and rolling to an elegant stop a few feet from the trouble. A Valrath woman with flowing hair stands, a shroud covering her face. "Tis, tis," she shouts, clapping a strange wooden instrument at the beast. "Tis!" The lurker pauses as itself and turns towards the woman. Is this horrible monster confused? Should we attack the lurker while it's distracted? This may be the only chance to kill it, or pull back the onlookers and allow the woman space. I think we should probably attack it.
I'm kind of curious to see what she's gonna do with it. She seems to be like enchanting it. I kind of want to see what'll happen next. Honestly, I don't think this is a good or bad. I think this is a very neutral like thing. My curiosity is more the reason why I want to do the second one.
Yeah, we can.
I wanna watch it eat her.
There you go. That's what it is. We want to watch it either.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's pull all numbers back. That's right.
He's like, watch this. It's gonna
Yeah,
be great.
This is gonna be good.
Nice. Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Ooh. You hold the frightened crowd at bay and watch the woman circles the lurker, clapping her instrument in a hypnotic rhythm. You almost fall into a trance yourself as you watch her work, the monster's eyes following her dance. Slowly, the pair approach the water, and with one last tiss, the lurker recedes. The whole crowd breathes a sigh of relief, and the interloper nods her thanks before she turns and fades into the crowd. Ooh,
Any moment now.
Any moment.
I kind of want to headcanon that was actually the soothsinger doing it, and that's how she recruited us to be in this party.
Yeah.
That's how she recruited us.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, well,
That's
I just wanted it to
right.
eat you, but I guess if you're going to pay us to do mercenary work, sure.
Yeah.
There you go.
You know, the siren's call.
The sirens?
You hear the call of the siren, you know.
There, it makes
Hey,
sense.
that's
It makes
perfect.
sense.
We're seduced to the dark side.
Merseduced. Nice. That was a good one.
A new day, and while nursing a hell of a hangover, you drag yourselves out of bed to meet a local blacksmith's wife, Sandy, who has managed to somehow scrape enough money together to hire you to find her husband. You're not sure where the money came from, but no matter the source, it couldn't have come easy. Soon afterwards, you prepare to head out of the city to the Still River to investigate. True, Sandy was a little light on the payment, but you are one of the most well-known mercenary groups in this backwater dump of a town. Surely it can't hurt to take a charity case every once in a while. Getting good jobs is about maintaining a reputation after all, which is why you really need to get to the bottom of this and not return to the widow with nothing but the calluses on your feet. Also, you probably shouldn't call her a widow to her face. At least not until the fate of the blacksmith has been confirmed. Given, however, that none of those who disappeared have returned, the outlook is grim. Not long after you pass through one of Gloomhaven's many city gates, you notice movement up ahead. and immediately draw your weapon. The sun has dipped low in the sky, reducing visibility, but you can clearly see some ramshackle wooden barricades blocking the road in front of you. And, sure enough, as you cautiously approach the scene, vermlings jump out from behind the obstructions, flashing crude swords and sharp sticks. You have to admit, you are quite tired from being up rather late in the inn yesterday, but still, these oversized rats certainly picked the wrong group of travelers to ambush today. This is your job after all, and you're always ready to show there's only one outcome for anyone who dares threaten you. Getting attacked by vermlings when all you wanted to do was stay in with a warm meal and a soft bed, well, it makes you mad. Mad enough to kill these mangy creatures before you collapse from exhaustion. Of course, the vermlings have other plans. They gibber about wanting your coin and the meat on your bones. Nasty things, really. Best to ignore their ranting and end this quickly.
So with Jaws of the Lion, we actually get new scenario goals. So, and all of them are kind of interesting, actually. So, additional ways to possibly get some battle goals, that's it. To get some perks. I didn't get any of the new ones myself this time, though.
I like the reading this time around because it was a lot more gritty.
Yeah.
It did. It sounded like an evil campaign. It's like,
It
oh, maybe
does.
we shouldn't call her a widow to her face, but
Yeah. I'm ready to
I
go.
think I got one of the new ones.
Yeah? Cool. Well, don't tell us what it is.
Oh, okay.
Because you're not supposed to tell each other what they are. But you can, like, deeply, like, suggest it, like, I really want to open this door right now, or like, I really want to trip this trap. So,
Let's see if I can get it.
Okie Boomer.
Hokey boomer.
Okie Boomer.
Okay.
Okie. I feel like if I were to create, if this was a TTRPG, I would create a demolitionist. It just seems like a really cool character.
I can't wait to see all their animations.
Mm-hmm. All right, we've got a bunch of vermlings.
Look at us!
Look at
Hold
all
on,
of
time
us.
to appreciate real quick.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Can I take your spot, Samuel? Do you mind?
Oh, please do.
You probably don't want to be in the front lines. Look at Chuck. Yeah, Chuck.
Your buddy
Oh,
looks
that's
so
great
cool.
hat.
I love his hat. Look at us.
Thanks, guys.
Nice.
I haven't taken it off in 20
Yes.
Not because I care, because I just like it so much, you know.
Yes. All right, I'm good to go whenever you are. End selection. Let's do this. First round with new class, new campaign.
Oh man, I have to reread everything.
I know, you have to read all your cards.
Okay, so I think the favorite thing I want to.
Yeah, use the favorite. Start with that and just, start chucking them at the elites. It's so fun. Is this rough terrain? I guess it's not rough terrain. Yeah, that's not rough terrain. We're fine.
If I do that.
Going in and tanking. Cool. There's an obstacle right here, in case you care, and this guy's right next to a wall. So you start noticing these things. You're like, yeah, that one's in a wall. There's an obstacle right
Goodness,
there.
I remembered to equip my things that I bought.
Oh, did you?
I forgot.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh my gosh.
That's
All
okay,
right.
that's okay, that's okay. We'll be fine.
It's okay. We're veterans.
Can't believe I forgot to do that.
What did you buy?
boots and health potion.
Oh, those would have been really useful.
Yeah,
Whoops.
especially because I was like, I can go here and then I can jump to this next obstacle and give myself cool stuff.
And then you're like, where's my item?
I know. I was like, it's all black over here. Where's my boots? All right, so I'll do that, and then I can do the attack. So I just need like a bottom. Oh, okay.
A bottom attack.
I wish I had a higher.
Cool. Here it is, the first round with our new characters. Woo! All right. These guys are not attacking, just looting, which is fine. But some of them are. All right, I'm gonna move. Give myself a shield.
Oh.
And then I'm going to do I'm going to burn a card, but it's going to be good for the rest of the scenario. With last scenario, I get Retaliate X, where X is the current shield value I have. Shield spikes. And I'm going to give myself a Chain Armor, which adds an additional shield, so anyone who attacks me this turn will take 2 damage. Retaliate.
Wow.
Which is perfect opening when you have a lot of enemies.
That
But
roar
we'll
is
see.
pretty scary, too.
Yeah.
These guys have so little health.
That sound.
I'm going to steal nothing.
My loot.
Okay.
Demolicious, let's see. Ooh, I see a rubble. I see a rubble in its future.
Okay,
Yeah.
Add +1 to my attacks.
Nice. Good, 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 good. I see a rubble.
Ooh, look at that. Whoa. And then I can
End your
jump
turn.
in here.
Into the obstacle. Yep, into the obstacle. Yeah. Destroy the obstacle. And then,
And then it should
Hits.
let me also attack.
yeah.
4, which also means 5.
Yeah.
+2.
Nice. Yeah. Woo! Demolitionist. Demolitionist. Nice. Oh, you don't need any items.
Nice one, Boomer.
I don't need it. Who needs
Good one,
items?
Boot. Okay, Boomer.
Back in my
Okay.
we didn't have items.
Yeah. You got your piston. You got your piston gloves, you know. Okay, Boomer.
Well, that changes what I was going to do, but it's fine. I'll still bless you all.
Yeah. For sure, for sure.
Or I guess people are out of range, but you know, Hatchet Man can have.
Hatchet Man can have a bless. There you go.
Did you do it?
Yes. Don't mind me. I'm just staring at my end blank space.
Yeah, favorite. Yeah. Get some air on the board. Nice.
Does this have a range, or like, do I just pick anyone, or?
So the way the favorite works is once you activate it, from that point forward, whenever you make a ranged attack, you may choose to use your favorite, which adds, I think, an automatic +3. And then once you chuck your favorite at an enemy, you have to kill the enemy and it'll drop the favorite to the ground and you have to loot it. But you also have another card that lets you retrieve. Like if you attack somebody who has the favorite on them, you can retrieve it from them without having to kill them. So,
Okay.
but the cool thing is, you have the ability to pick up your favorite like fairly easily because you have a lot of move 3s, and your favorite is most of your range attacks are like range 3. So you should always be within range to move to pick up your favorite again. So I would just use it on like elites as much as possible, or just all people high hit points, and then just wail, have at it.
Whoa! He threw his axe in the ground and picked up the gold. That was cool.
Yeah. You can see that there's an axe icon next to you, Kevin, which means that you currently are in possession of the favorite.
Ah.
And if you ever throw it at an enemy, that axe that axe icon will attach itself to the enemy that currently has the favorite lodged into them, essentially.
Did I just get wounded?
Yeah,
Rude.
that's rude. You have a healing potion, though.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna help tank a little bit. Next turn, I'm gonna move up at 32. So hopefully they won't attack it before 32. Of course, vermlings are fast, so we'll see.
Do you guys want to move? I can move some folk.
If you can move... Well, you can move Samantha if she wants to get in range. If not, I can move to help tank.
Okay.
So whatever you want.
Give you a shield and make you move.
Shield would be better for me because then they will hit me and take retaliate damage.
Ooh, cool.
So maybe give that to me.
Yeah. And then I can also I also have a move that doesn't give shields that I can do at the same time to
Cool.
Sam.
Cool. Then do that.
How much does it move?
2.
2. Okay.
And
So
then
that should...
yeah, you still have
Yeah.
your
That can
movement
put me.
afterwards.
Yeah, that should.
in a very good
nice.
position.
Okay. All right. Well, let me. When are you going then, Sam?
15.
Oh wow. Okay. All right. Let me. So that one doesn't really apply. One, 2. Oh, okay. Can't do that one. Um, That'll actually. Guess I can do this one and then.
Ready to go.
This one.
Ready to go.
All right. Cool. Sorry.
You have to do 3D calculus.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right. The raiders are just throwing traps, which is good. All right. Void Walker or whatever. Void Warden. Yeah, do it.
Cool. Now move where you desire.
Samantha, Samantha and Kevin, where are you moving to? If you're moving anywhere.
I think
Um,
I'm staying put.
Okay, are you moving anywhere?
I'll just be there. That's where
Okay.
I'm gonna be.
Then I'll move up to here.
Cool.
If you want to move me up to here.
Apparently I can choose what you do right now.
Yeah,
I don't think this is
that's fine. If you want me to move.
there we go. No, like I had your cards and everything. And I could
Oh,
select.
interesting. That's kind of interesting.
You'd like to
Yeah,
move
just
here, correct?
yeah, move me there so I can help tank. Yeah, so I can help tank
Go.
everybody, and then give me a shield. Perfect. Okay, cool. You're good. You're good. That'll help because I think they're about to attack, and yeah.
Where would you like to move?
Right there is good.
Cool. Whispers of the
Thanks.
Void.
Cool. Raiders are up. They're just gonna drop traps. Nice. Takes
Nice.
retaliate damage. Nice. Perfect. Okay, it's okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh.
Oh wow.
It's okay. It's alright. I got a shield. It's okay. I may need a heal because I don't have a way of healing myself at the moment.
I can heal
Well,
you.
Okay.
It may not be what you want, but I can heal you.
Yeah, it's fine. Alright, let's try to help out our pals here. Oh, actually, you know what? Forget this. Hold on, let me do this. Everyone gets disadvantage on me this turn. Attack 3. It's okay.
Oh, and then you pull him onto his trap.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Nice.
Cool.
Get over here!
Yeah.
Yeah! It's like we've played this game before. Oh yeah, fire's on the board.
Yeah.
Just as an
so
FYI.
this might- and then it pushes. I could
Into
push
the
him.
trap. Yeah, it wouldn't be
Yeah.
into the trap though. It wouldn't be in the trap because
Well,
it's only
it
push. Oh no,
pushes
push! Oh
two.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it
Do it,
pushes
do it.
two.
Piston punch, fire. Use the fire. Yeah. Push him.
He
Yeah.
did.
He did. All right, push him, push him, push him. Yeah.
See ya,
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
Demolitionist, demolitionist.
Oh, and this is an obstacle too, so you can bless
That is an
Yes.
obstacle. Yeah, destroy an obstacle and bless yourself. Yeah.
I just have to be adjacent to it, right? Destroy one
Yep.
adjacent obstacle.
One adjacent obstacle. There's one over here. There's one to the left, to the other side too. So if you want to use this obstacle for something else, you can.
No, good.